Linux to do anything for you, right? So what's the next one? Okay, fine. I spoke about those in the workshop, basic systems administration, but it goes beyond that. Systems administration, and you can do MySQL. I don't know if you know MySQL. It's a database management. Yes. You want to do it.
If you want to modify a positive rate, then I think they can actually store that
Yes. You see, one thing with Linux is that it is a tool. It is more of a tool than even an operating system. That is why it's good for engineers. It's a tool in the sense that, you see, if you want to take maybe measurements for maybe blood sample, malaria, and do maybe some analysis, you want to do maybe blood count or something, right? You need the right tools to do that. If somebody can say, okay, he is going to look under the microscope to count the cells in the liver, right? Fine, he may be able to count the number of cells, but he will not count it as efficiently and as quickly as someone who is using state-of-the-art equipment to count, right? So if he wants to maybe find the health of something, and he's decided to use a different method, he may do it in the end, but it will take a very long time, and he may not do it correctly or efficiently. So that's where Linux comes in. It's actually a toolbox. And now, if you want to say, okay, my project is to do hospital, to keep hospital records. Now, you can keep hospital records in several ways. You can send people to write. And another very advanced way is you can just put a camera there, and then you take a picture of the person, and then the person just typing his name. And any test you do, if your system is well structured or networked, any test you do, it will automatically know that you are doing it for this person. So it will be storing the person's record, storing the record for that person. Right? So at the end, by the time the person comes out, he already has everything about him or her. Right? Now those are two extremes. Now, what makes this extreme better than that extreme is the method the person applies. And Linux is what enables you to use the right method. So with Linux, you'll be surprised to know that you may not even need any new thing to be able to do what you're asking. Everything you need may already be installed in Linux. Like MySQL, for instance, to manage databases. What am I talking about? To manage databases. You see, that is already in Linux. And networking, to be able to transfer files from one system to another, like what we did. I didn't have to install any new thing because what I already had on my machine, because I was a server. The rest, they needed to install they didn't even need to install the client, because the client is already there. So once you can connect to the server, you are done. So if you have that kind of infrastructure, for instance, so you have a hospital, you have a hospital, you already have an SSH server on Linux, you already have MySQL database on Linux, you already have printing facility in Linux. So you already have the tools. So all you have to do is to learn how to use those tools and then apply them. You see. So that is what Linux is going to do. So like I said, it's more of a tool actually than even an operating system. I mean, you cannot really, there are levels things than operating systems that you can install on even as small as 1 megabyte of space. And you can do everything. I mean, I can install Linux on this phone and then have it boot it up as normally as if I've installed it on my machine. You can't do that on Windows. That's called live booting. So I have a Linux this thing on my running on my machine, on my tablet. I can take it to a desktop or even on a pen drive. Once I just go and sit down behind any machine, I can slot it in and put up Linux from my pen drive. Yes, the one not even only from my system. I can install Linux on the pen drive, and I don't need to have a laptop. I can borrow somebody's machine, insert my pen drive, put up the Linux on my pen drive, continue whatever I was doing. When the person is tired and says he wants his machine, I can save whatever I did back to my pen drive, take it and go to another machine, and then continue running as if it is my machine. But you don't do that on Windows. So it is really useful. I mean, I can spend the whole day talking about the power of Windows. Seriously. Because from mobile phones to supercomputers, all so for systems administration, one of the very important things to talk about is MySQL. MySQL means MySQL query language. It is a database. I'm not going to show. It's a database. It's a database managing utility or software, which enables you to store information in an organized manner or in a structured manner. Yes, a database manager. So what does that mean? That means that instead of things just moving randomly on the machine, you can store them on this database and then query them later. So for instance, if all the books on your machine, right, are stored randomly, you store them randomly. But if you store them in a database, you can easily access them without having a need to go around looking for them. You see, the other time we were doing a find every book on my machine, or find every book or every music file on my desktop or whatever. But if it's on a database, you know it's everything you are showing is on a table. So for instance, you are a lecturer, for instance, and you want to store the information of your students. You see, you can store it in a text file. So you create a text file and then you say maybe the name of the students, their index number or their index number, their subjects and all that. You can store it as an Excel file. Right? So if you want to modify them or to query them, but the thing is, the Excel is made for just to use. And you cannot really store things like videos, things like, you can do a lot of statistics with Excel. But in MySQL, you can store this same data in this tabular form in a more concise way. And then when you want to query them, you don't need to search. For instance, I'm recording. in text file, if you have, let's say, 10 students, it's easy to just go through, right? But if you have, let's say, yes, lecture at the home, and you have your students are like 2,000 students. Now, that is going to be a little bit difficult for you to manage, especially maybe you are looking for the top 10 in the class. And the top 10, they are not arranged in a random, in an organized order, they are arranged. So you have to be searching. But in MySQL, you can just say search the max where the max, maybe your grading system is, you need 70 for an A, right? So you just say search throughout all the marks where the scores are greater than or equal to 70. So if it's in a database, it becomes very easy to manage. So you can easily extract that information. You just run command. Or you want to get everywhere that failed, you can easily extract that information. Easy, right? So in systems administration, this is very easy. But like I said before, in Linux, most of these things you don't see their power when they are alone. So my SQL command is standing alone, and then maybe you are using that command alone. And then maybe printing this command is alone. You don't see their power much. You see their power when they are working as a connection. So my SQL, which is a database management system, becomes very powerful all of a sudden when you start applying it. So what does that mean? Let's use a hospital example. Now, you want to be collecting information from patients, right? And then storing them, organizing them and storing them. So you in maybe your operating system, you build it such that the machine you are using, you can log in. Let's say you are using this machine. You can log in as Melvin. Then it is not actually a software. There's a difference between a software and an application, an operating system. An operating system is the whole machine. A software is just a piece of program that runs on the operating system. Do you understand? Now, when you log in and you use this machine as Melvin, just like the way you log in to the machine as home, right? You log in as Melvin. It knows that, okay, Melvin is the one currently using this machine. Now you want to treat a patient, right? So we've gotten one field, one data field. So we've gotten the doctor, right? The doctor. Dr. Mel. I always is it V-E, right? V-I. V-N-E. So Dr. Melville has logged in, right? That is one information. Now Dr. Melville has operated a certain machine. Let's say the machine is called what? What machine? Pacemaker. Pacemaker. Right. So this is the second information, right? And if you want to get a history, you may formally, without your operating system, you have to go and say Melville, motherboard, Melville, and then you sign by your machine on maybe the logo of the machine. Right. Now this is the second information. I'll show you how you can easily do these things in Linux without even knowing that you're doing them. So then you have used this and then you operated this pacemaker on a particular patient. Right? Maybe the patient, let's say patients. The patient's name is there. So these are 3 pieces of information. Now, because of the way Linux is structured, you can easily gather this information. So I can say the current user I'll just say who. It will tell me Melbourne. Right. The instruments, I'll say pacemaker. Without me typing anything, it is part of the way your operating system runs. When I say patience, maybe whatever patience. Now, if when I gather this information, I can pipeline this to my SQL, right? And then my SQL will store it. It will store another information is the dates. So by the end of 2-3 months, I can come to my SQL, right? And just gather information about all the patients you treated, all the machines you used. You understand? And I don't need to buy any software to do that. I'm just using language. I'm just using only language. No new, nothing new. It's just that I was able to connect my pacemaker to the machine and then my patients to the machine. That is all. And at the end of every month, I'll be getting monthly reports on how you have been using the facilities together. Yes, every worker. By the time, so now if everything is in a database, so you only it has that session for you. Now she logs into the same machine and that's something else. But by the time 10, 20 people do that, you can now say, okay, I'll go to my database, right? And remember like what we did last time. Everybody logged into my machine. You see. So what does that mean? That means that one machine can be in charge of everything, all the equipment in the hospital. Right? And everybody can log into that machine. And now once everybody logs into that machine, it keeps record of who and who has logged and who has used what. You see. So as it's keeping that record, when you want to use it, when you need information, you just go to the MySQL and go and say, okay, you use this thing twice. You do this thing once. You are working better than me, so therefore promotion or whatever. So you can actually make decisions as it is happening and storing them here in MySQL. That is a very useful form and hands-on application of system administration. You understand? So MySQL is very important. Very important. Now, all these things are just numbers. Now, if you want to plot, for instance, you want to plot a graph of the amount of male patients that has been coming to the hospital. From here, you can actually go. If you have a slot that says male, right, you can actually go and say, find the total males. You just calculate and say 200, 300. Or how many males are suffering from this disease in this hospital. You can actually make statistical judgments from MySQL easily. So instead of things just lying by heart on the files, lying by heart on your machine, you can easily arrange them correctly in MySQL and then use them for your work. And like Linux is, you can send an email if it is, for example, you can make it monitor. Maybe it is a machine that monitors beep, right? That is aside from it. It's a machine that monitors beep. Now, if it is connected to the patient, you don't, and you have your operating system, you set it well. You don't even need to be there. If you monitor it, and you can say, okay, if the BP reaches this level, send me an email. Or raise an alarm, or make a phone call, or do something. So you have a bit that monitors the BP. So once you just put it on the patient, you can be rest assured that that patient is being monitored 24/7. It's always being monitored. And then also information from that machine can be stored in MySQL database. So it makes things neat and easy. You get it? So let's move on to the next. That's one piece of the MySQL, which is systems administration. We have a full course on MySQL. I'll teach you how to insert, make a table, make a database, put information on a database, create reports and all that. Linux. Okay, no. I mean, the ones that we treated most of them, but the ones who don't, we done the share. We did most of them during the week. That's all. Alright. It's what you are trying to do is, I don't have the desktop here. I don't know how this. Okay. And most people, maybe tomorrow if you are coming, you can bring your laptop. Okay, you can bring your laptop. So that I will demonstrate it. You just plug in your pen drive. Then when you start the machine, you tell it to boot from your pen drive. Like boot from your pen. I usually install it on my phone. My memory card, the memory card. So boot from my memory card. So when it goes to my phone or my memory, the USB, it will look for any operating system there. And Linux is the first operating system, so to load that with memory. Then it's done. Then you can start doing it. Will just be as if you are on the machine. You see, it just be as if you are on the machine. So, if for instance, you have 32 gig, you can do everything you want to play videos, installing files, updating files, only on your pen. Without having to have a machine. So once you just get somebody's machine, or maybe a machine at the office, or the lab, just plug it in. Maybe it's a Windows machine, just put the machine on, plug your pen drive, boot from your pen drive, and then continue with it. You can listen to music, anything that Linux can do as if it's installed on the machine, it can do. But you cannot do that with Windows. You cannot do that. Okay, so now I'm going to move to the next topic. Then before we close, right? Is that okay? Okay. The latest professionalism. I'm also seeking to get a certification from them. It is just an exam. You know, many people don't like studying Linux. You see, and me, that is one thing that makes me happy because there are not many people in the field, right? So if you know how to do it, you become a hot cake, you see. And if you go to, maybe you are looking for a job, not just ordinary job, serious job where they are paid like 10,000, 15,000, minus 6,000. And why are you studying for a job with no yes, you already have a job. Yes, if you know that you are going for such a job, then you should be ready to face the challenges that come with that kind of job. Because those kind of jobs, they will not give you 15,000 Ghana cedis. Yes. Very good. So one issue here is the mindset of many people. You see, this is how the world is. Oh, please can bring the whole box. This is how the world is. It is made up of like all the people down here. average, the year at the beginning. Very, very few people are here. That is in terms of money. Right? In terms of knowledge, it's also like this. Very many people don't like to do anything. They don't like to stay. They don't like to go the extra mile. Look at how many of us are here. Very, very few. I said very, very few. Very many people are not here. Very, very few are here. Right? Yeah. Okay. So, very, very few people are here and very, very many people are here. Right? Here, the Windows users, the people that like Windows users, they just like mouse, clicking and clicking. Apparently, that's why Windows will never run out of business. It's making use of this people, very lazy people. They don't like stress. They just want to be using their mouse all the time. They don't want to be there for seven, yeah.
But that for me, I never go back to the but after I'm with it, it's more efficient to gain things.
So you see, the issue is that you took some time to discover that, right? Nobody wants to take that time to discover that.
But I thought that you are possible to go back to the setting now there is 10 mistake add to the setting
Yeah.
Yes, about 50% of the 10 is going to setting format.
Nobody wants to stress to go up. Now, when you come to the Linux world is just a few people that are here. Very few. And very, very few people among those people are very, very good at it. Now, when you go to an interview, he is a first class student, you are first class student, all of you are first class. Now, what would make it different from me is those small things that you do extra. Now, those small things, if everybody knows Windows, I mean anybody, even a child that is smart enough, he can operate Windows. But not everybody can operate Windows. Now, when you sit in front of an interview and you tell them that one of the questions you ask, so what new thing are you bringing to this organization? What improvement or innovation are you bringing to improve the way we do things in this hospital or this place? Many people would be like, okay, I will change this if I change this. But the moment you say, one of the things I'm bringing is the use of Linux to optimize or improve the way we do things. And the person you are talking to knows or is aware of Linux, you automatically go through the job. You get it? You automatically go through the job. And when you get such a job, because Linux is actually, you can actually do a lot of things with Linux. You will be able to live up to that standard of 50,000, kind of worker. Because there are so many things you can do automatically. You see, if like Dr. Jamal said, he came here March 18th to March 21st. He was here. But the programs he wrote, he was still working in NASA. So he doesn't need to be in NASA. He knows that the thing is working, right? And for everybody that needed the data, didn't need to come to me. Let's go to his website. Their website goes somewhere, posts, processes, sends. That is all he does. You said? Yes. Yeah. Look, if you check, try and Google Linux systems operators, right? Or Linux systems engineers, right? Most of them are earning 4 or 5 digits to work at home and you don't know Linux, you are wasting your time. Almost all their machines are Linux based. If you are going to work as a team with somebody else, most of them that are there are Linux operators. They will send you all the files they are sending you and Linux format. So if you don't know Linux, people are very good at whatever you are trying to say, and you don't know Linux, you are there, you cannot even apply for it. So most of them have earned a lot of money, right? But Windows, because it's everywhere, anybody can do it. Why should I pay for something that I can do myself? Why should I pay 50,000 or 20,000 for something that I can do by myself? You get it? So the money is spending how many thousands of dollars, and one of the GCPs is Linux. One of the secrets. Most of them, the other NASA scientist, Dr. Turing, he is a guy had Linux. Yes, the one that came live. Dr. Turing. The one that recorded was Dr. Gamma. He took his own is Linux. The previous day, right, I was speaking with him here. You know, it was the time difference. I was speaking with him here. But he was actually in the office. He was in his house, working at the office. Because he said he slept too late and he woke up too late, so he decided to stay in the house. He just logged in to his Linux machine, logged in, and it was as good as him sitting in front of his computer in the office. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. So, for example, if I'm having a problem, if he's having a problem somewhere and maybe he wants me to help him, I can log to his machine from here, solve the problem from him, without this technique. If I'm having a problem, he can log into my machine, solve the problem for me. And it makes things very, very easy. By Windows, you don't have to buy software. If the software is there, it's not there, you look for crack. Crack version. Or product key and all those things. Nothing like that is needed. Nothing like that. You don't need product keys, you don't need most of the very powerful softwares. Very, very, very powerful softwares. Like the Kali Linux. You have things like Wireshark. Wireshark is a very powerful software that helps you analyze networks. So as the information is coming through the network, you can see the packets and analyze them. There is a version in the other Windows version, but it's not as powerful as Linux version because
what is the essence of analyzing?
Yes, you know, for instance, you want to do things like somebody's there's an illegal person in your network. Somebody has entered your network illegally, and you want to know where he's coming from. You need to be able to see the packets to analyze where that traffic is coming from, and then go to that particular machine. That's one reason. You want to also see the network is always slow. The network is always slow. You want to see who is always downloading. You want to do things like that. So it is meant for people who maintain the network or students or researchers who are researching into areas like that. So in Linux, the way we install files in Linux is by source code. Source code is the most valuable piece. It is the best thing that anybody can give you. And Linux kernel is given as a source code. So, like our ground station, I installed the Linux, I developed the Linux architecture for the ground station. And that is what is virtually working with. What did I do? I said, okay, we were having challenges with Windows, not getting so many problems. So I guess, okay, fine, let's try this one. Starts with Linux. And Linux, the person developed a certain software, but gave the source code the C files and the C++ files and the headers to me. I downloaded it from the internet. When I downloaded it, I said, this is it. But the thing is, the person did it to suit a certain niche of people. Just a certain particular people. He didn't do for satellites. I said, good. But he has given me the basics. All I did was, I now modified the source code. I now read the source code, and then I chipped in those places needed for the satellites. Okay, this place we need this here for satellite. This we need this. Okay, let's arrange like this, arrange like this, arrange like this. And I developed a whole new software. And that software is what is running on our ground station. Now, in Windows, do not give you the source code. Do not give you the program files, the files that you need to build the application. They'll just give you the bin file or the thing running, the executable. You cannot modify the executable. You see? So if somebody did something and needed to change a certain feature, there are some softwares that you can adapt like this parameter thing. You can just adapt it, get already existing one, and then tweak it a little bit to solve your problem. But because they give you the executable, you cannot change it. By a minute, they'll give the source code, take it and do whatever you want to do with it. So most of my code, some of my codes that I wrote, the guy collected it and he has used it to update the newer versions of the software. So that's how we develop. So what I did, he has taken it, he has added it. Somebody else can bring it, develop it and add it. You see? And then it's growing. You get it? So that is what the importance of knowing things. Are we the same? Thank you. So now what's next? We're talking about the X system. Yes, we're talking about the X system. The X system, everything on Linux is just cool. I mean, it's just very, very cool. How will I explain this for you? Okay. I have to now try to balance because I've gone a little bit with it on the X system. And X. Okay, let's just try and do something more generic. Let's write a program with variables. Program with variables. I think that would be. No. That one is the word in itself. Next is, if you not use the X system, I mean, there's no machine in this world that can be given for me. That can be given for me. No machine that runs on X system. I mean, X system, you can have one machine, one CPU, and 10,000 screens, and put all the information on those screens at once. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, for instance, your mobile phone running on X system is mobile phone running on X system, mine is running on X system. Everybody's mobile phone in this school and desktops and laptops are using X systems, right? From my office, I can publish something. If you are all logged to me, I can publish something. I can publish something on the X on my X system or using the X Windows. And it's appear on everybody's screen. Do you understand? So what I am seeing on my screen, you see on the screen. That's like screen sharing. But that screen sharing is for everybody using that system. Yes. Yes. Another very basic thing about the X systems. Now, maybe we have a screen, but the screen size is not big enough. And you don't have a projector. I can gather all everybody's computer, right? And put their screens like this. Put all their stack the screens all on this place and use all the screens as one screen. So that when I'm going to like stadium or what stadium, you see a big screen like this. This is a TV, right? Or monitor, but all these monitors are displaying one image. Separate pieces of images, but as one. Something like that. Something like that. Box, yes. So you can, with the X system, you can gather everybody's machine and make them as one machine, one screen. So without needing to buy a new screen. So Linux you can program, you can write a program. Do you do programming? Yeah. So it's not going to be of use to you. Okay, anyway, he said. Okay. You can program because Linux is built on programming. You compile. What language? Oh, okay. What kind of English processing?
Whereby you can analyze data, image,
Yes. Good. Okay, fine. Now that's it. I'm also doing something in image processing. Yes. So what we'll do is we are going to develop an app. So not an app. We are going to focus more on that. Image. Do you know right now this application, OpenSea? I stumbled over it one day. I wanted to write my CV, and that time I was using Windows, and I was like, can't I just get a software that I'll just fill in my data, and then it will create my CV for me. And I was getting shocked, but not to buy, don't really anything. In a local guy, I just started this. And that was how I got to know about this. OpenCV simply means Open Computer Vision. OpenCV is a software, it's a library actually for image processing, facial recognition, pattern recognition, machine learning, you name it, for computer vision or image processing. So with OpenCV, and it's one of the stacks with Linux. No, you have to install. You can actually pick. This to explain. What are some of the things you do with your images? Okay. we are going to do that. So our programming now is going to be OpenCV with OpenCV. Because we have OpenCV C, OpenCV C++. Let me try OpenCV Python. No, Python is a programming language. Python is a programming language. So that is what we are going to do for this semester. Right. So hopefully by the end of maybe let's give it 2 weeks. I will take you through Python, OpenCV Python. So we'll do things like facial recognition. Right? So you can recognize a face. Right? And we'll do things like yes, they use, I don't know whether they use OpenCV, but OpenCV is using robots a lot. So your robots can be able to see, and let's say these chairs, you can move the roots, and then you can gauge heights and all that with OpenCV. So anything you want to use to maybe basically, let's say you take a picture of this place. And machine learning is also a very, if you do machine learning, you are going to be, in fact, for me, I think opening your company will be the best. Because people cannot pay you. Like for me, if I stop, not for me, but if I stop ISSL, right, I don't know who can pay me. Yeah, because I believe what I can do, if I say, okay, pay me 20,000 Ghana, and then it's not that I'm just saying 20,000, I know I can do the work I'm doing is worth that. So nobody wants to pay me 20,000 except you like. So I'm just trying to open a consult or do one company. Yeah, and do my things myself. Yeah, because if you can solve a lot of problems, just open a company yourself. Don't always sit down somebody's and then you solve a problem with 50,000 and then you pay 5,000. Right? So, but with machine learning algorithms, you can do unbelievable things. But it's all on LPC. So we focus, we take it in bits, we'll take OpenC and then maybe MySQL. And we'll just focus on this. This for programming, this for database. So tomorrow we will start on Linux. So at least you are a little bit abreast with some of the things in Linux, right? At least you have an idea. You may not need to have expert level. YouTube, you at least your own. You are not beginners, you are more intimate. So next is this one. Then we also do. We will look at some questions. LPI. So we will try to answer some questions. I will give you some assignments. Right? You don't do that. But you need to get the next. Is your machine as good as this? Your phone or your tablet. You need to get Linux installed so that you can start the hands-on. You can see what's possible. Yes, do you have a pen drive? Okay. And you have a pen drive. I install it. Yeah. But you have to move. I will move the things from the pen drive first. Install them. Okay, so let me just stop here for now. So that's on tomorrow. your office. Right. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Free of charge.
Is that? Oh, thanks.
Oh, if I have not told you,